So a young lady reached out to me on Facebook, messaged me, told me that her husband, I should say young lady, her husband is a beginning wood carver and he watches my videos, and would she be able to purchase one of my carvings for her husband for Christmas? So I said, I thought about it and I said, yeah, sure, why not? I don't have that much time, but I can blast off a wood spirit. So this is going to be a wood spirit from a lady to her husband, and it will be here in Canada. This is 6 inches wide. It's a pretty big piece of bark. It is, what do we got, like 3 or 4 inches depth there. See some cracks and stuff there. This bark is never really 100% stable, but the more that you carve into it, the more stable it gets. Like you can see right up there, there's kind of a weird crack. Now, this is about, yeah, so, oh no, here we go. There we freaking go. This is about 2 feet tall, 6 inches wide, about 4 inches, 3.5, 4 inches depth. So, long story short, I don't have a lot of time. This is going to be a how-to video, but I don't have a lot of time to carve, stop, talk. So I'm going to carve and do a voiceover where I can carve it somewhat faster than I would when, because I got to wear my dust mask. That's why I got to do a voiceover. All right, so let's get the camera set up. So I don't have to do the voiceover till I start carving. So here's the piece of bark. I cut it here. So I want to make this, like that's cut. So I want to make that the top piece because it will be higher and they won't see that cut mark, and leave the bottom natural. Now, where do we want to, I already cleaned this up with my chainsaw, like, I don't know, a month ago. I cleaned up lots of them like this. So they got that angle. See, it's on an angle there, like a pyramid triangle. That's how you get the nose to pop off the easiest. And you already got the roundness of the face. So what kind of wood spirit do you... Wood spirits are not, let's be very clear here for the beginning, wood spirits are not supposed to look like, well, they can look like, but they're not. They're just a spirit in the wood. They can be anything you want them to be. I think as long as you get that nose to pop off and those eyebrows, I think you're good to go. It does not have to look like a real human's face. Okay, they do not have to have real eyes. So let's be clear on that. And that's just my opinion. It's my channel, my opinion, and that's just what I think. Anyways, so it's always good to have a center line. So you want to try and find the center of this piece, unless you want to carve your wood spirit over here. So let's try right here. Now there's a weird kind of thing in the wood right there. So what I would do with that, let's get a little screwdriver. Where's my world famous screwdriver paint mixer hammer? Yeah. Let's just see what's going on here. Yeah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about with this bark. So it's better to get rid of all this stuff first, because if you don't get rid of this stuff first, you start carving your wood spirit or your friggin' little thing, your nose is going to fly off and your eyebrows are going to fly off. So just get rid of all that junk first. What's this crack here? Yeah, look at this. Okay. That will save you a lot of headache. Always do a good inspection on, and again, everybody, everything is just my opinion. Always do a good inspection on your wood. Like say if you got a little log or something, check the end where the crack is, make the crack in the back. Like pretend, thanks for the coffee, Lance, but pretend this coffee cup is a log and you're looking at the butt end of it. You know, so the center of the log would be right here. Make sure if you see a little tiny crack here, try and put that around back. So you know it's going to crack. It's going to crack there later on. It's going to open up around back, and then your front of your face is good. Oh boy. So, what do we want to do our wood spirit? We got our center line here. Now, your eyebrows, like, do I want to carve this part up here? Look, it's still chipping away. Where do you want to put your head? Let's just go like this. Let's go put our forehead right here. That'll be our forehead. There's a formula somewhere online that you can find, like the nose to the chin to the forehead. I've tried it. I just kind of really don't care when I'm going for the wood spirits. Now, this is the formula that I do. Lots of different formulas people can do. This is the easiest for me. So try and get your eyebrows on straight and your nose like this, like that. Same on both sides, same length here, and same pitch. See that pitch like this? You don't need to draw your mustache on yet because you're going to carve all deep around here. So what I'm going to do, start off, you're going to see me go like this. I'm going to do a cut here, a couple deep cuts. Oh, that was supposed to be the forehead. See? That's okay. We can just make the forehead up here now. Now we're losing room here, but that's okay because the more character that you can give your wood spirit, I think the cooler it looks. The more not perfect it is. It just I don't know. Maybe I'm just babbling. I had to get up early today and carve a couple more Christmas trees. Some people see I had a Christmas tree with a face as a gift in the store for the lady that sold my stuff, and a couple ladies wanted trees with the faces on them. So can't say no to money when it comes to carving when you're doing something that you love. So we're going to cut those eyebrows in. Okay. Straight across, a little bit deep. Take the nose down. I'll just start carving and then put some tunes on and I'll do the voiceover, explain what I'm going to do. But I'll say right now, because I might start carving fast. The deepest part of the carving is going to be right in here. Right around there. And remove all this wood in here. All down here. Then that's how you can get your nose to really pop off once you get rid of all that wood in there. Your nose does not need to stick farthest off the face. I say on lots of videos, I'm going to try and get the nose to stick farthest off the face. Because, well, realistically, if you look at a side view of a human's face, the nose sticks farthest off the face. I was going to say maybe not for an Asian, but Asians are my friends. I'm not racist. So this is sped up quite a bit. I'm starting this off with the ram carver 1/4 inch handpiece just to clean that up. I figured I might as well take the time and drop the face a little bit, give the forehead some more room, and just redraw on the face. So don't be afraid to scribble off your marks on your piece that you think you wanted at first, but then scribble them off, erase them, and then redraw it on. I think it's important to know where you want to have your piece in the center of the piece, if that makes sense to you. I'm not too sure what I'm doing with the pen here. You can see there, I'm just decided I wanted to make the nose a little bit longer. It's better to do that so you know where you want to carve than not do it, if that makes any sense. I carved this a few days ago. It's so this is voiceover slow. That's a Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. That's my favorite go-to burr. If anybody wants to get those burrs, just go to the description below. It will take you to the Kutzall site. Use code CFusion to save yourself 5%. So there I am, just cutting the eyebrows in, removing the wood, cutting alongside of the nose, and then I will be removing the wood. If I didn't say, well, I've already obviously said that this is cottonwood bark. Just keep removing the wood. That's what it's about. Carve deeper till you think you've carved deep enough. Don't carve too deep because you can make things like unproportionate if you carve a little bit too deep. Yeah, this guy's going to have a big, thick nose. You can see there that piece of wood. See how it is like that? You can see a color in there. That's going to chip out. I thought it was going to chip out anyways. I forget if it does or it doesn't. But yeah, there you go. So it's better to get that for this cottonwood bark is known for doing that. It's better to get all the pieces that are going to chip out first before doing your carving. That all of a sudden your whole nose breaks off. It's okay though. You just glue it back on. I got some older videos where the nose flew off. I just glued it back on and carved around it. So there you can see I'm just removing the wood around the nose. Got some depth there. Forehead, cut the forehead in. I got to start doing a little bit bigger foreheads in my. Well, I got to start doing a little bit bigger foreheads than I've been doing lately. But if you make the foreheads too big, I believe they'll look like mongoloids. You know, you're not going to get better at anything if you don't keep on trying to improve. Like the more you carve the foreheads in and the hair, the better you'll get. And that's just basically the bottom line. And anybody can do these wood spirits. They're fun. The why I say anybody can do the wood spirits is because if you're going to try and carve a real human's face without the mustache and the beard, well, everything needs to look proportionate with the forehead to the tip of the nose to the bottom of the chin. But doing the wood spirits, it doesn't have to be proportionate because the mustache and the beard are hiding where the bottom of the chin would be. They're hiding basically the lips that you carve in there. So that's probably why. I'm not going to lie. That's why, and they're fun to carve. They can be so many different styles. It can be any which way you want to do it, really, for the wood spirits. So you see there where I do the inside of the bottom lip, I just kind of mark it, those marks down from the outside of each nose on each side. I'm having a problem talking right now. I've been working the last couple of days and it burns me out. So anyways, just carve that see the mustache is carved deeper than the cheekbones. Now, you don't want to carve the mustache too deep inside the cheekbones because that will make your face kind of look unproportionate. And I've carved lots of mustaches that are way too deep in the cheekbones. I put that line across there so you can try and get your nostrils the same size on both sides. So just cut your nostril in and remove the wood around the bridge of the nose, and then your nostrils will flare out. And you'll never see me, like, I always jump around my piece. I don't just focus on one thing at a time. If you jump around, and like say I'm carving the mustache, just cutting in the nose, the nostrils. If you're focusing on one thing at a time, you're not going to realize that it's not proportionate to the rest of the piece, if that makes sense. So don't be afraid to jump around. And like I'm working on that bottom lip, I'll be looking at the eyebrows. I think something needs to be changed on the eyebrows, and I'll jump up to the eyebrows and carve the eyebrows in a different way to look more happy, right? More not happy, look to make me more happy with the way I reshaped the eyebrows. Yeah, that dark wood color there was going down there. That's what I was talking about. So he's got a bumpy nose. Don't be afraid to carve beside the bridge of the nose. Make that a little bit deeper. Don't be afraid to carve the bridge of the nose down lower to the face. Then there's going to be the bottom lip. So just cut, remove. I don't know if I'm going to do it here, but dig into each corner of the lip. See, I dug in there, and then round out that lip to make it not look so flat. Take your mustache down lower to your face. Doesn't need to be sticking way off the face, and everything here is just my opinion. I think I'm going to curve the cheekbones in pretty soon, or where the mustache. Just trying to make both sides equal. That's my main goal on this piece. So there's the bottom lip in there. It's rounder. It's better to have a smaller bottom lip than a bigger bottom lip. Now, if I wanted that nose to stick really far off the face, I could take those eyebrows down way lower, but I'm not worried. So just a line straight down. And I'm going to stop my cut there. This is the way you normally do the mustache. Round it out. Gives them the round cheeks, but I just kind of cut straight down. Stop there. Oops. I did it round. And just trying new things. That's the way Just Carve Rob does his. He rounds them out. But I should have stopped that cut where I put those marks, because you could have rolled the beard off there, off the face. There I am, just kind of rounding off, giving him some cheekbones. Then this is where the beard will come down here. One big cut, same on both sides. Smooth it down to the face. remove the wood, get the beard elevated behind it. See how the beard's elevated now? And just quickly cut in your beard hairs. There's so many different ways to do the mustache and beard hairs with different bits, and you can do spirally ones, you can do smooth ones. These ones are just quickly done and crossed over. This carving is going to a beginning wood carver, so I just want to leave it. I want to make this piece good, but I want to leave it basic too, so he can understand. Like when he watches, if he watches this video, if he does, I hope you like your wood carving, there, buddy. That's nice of your wife to buy it for you. And just crossing the beard hairs, no straight lines really. Try and always cut deep beside the temples. I just put that hole in the back to hang it on, so it can hang on the wall. So yeah, it's always good to take a little break, put your carving back, take a look at it, see things you like, see things you don't like. Like I said, you can carve those eyebrows down lower to make your nose stick farthest off the face a little bit more. Look where the nostrils are carved in, see if that lip is rounded. Good enough for me. This is a pretty long voice. Cut your temples in there. They should have a little bump below the eyes on the side of the face. Enjoy your coffee. Thanks for the coffee, lads. Enjoy your coffee and just investigate your piece. See what you like and see what you don't like, I guess. Now, see, I got my temples cut deep in both sides. That really gives a good effect too. Make it kind of like a round in there. You can see on the right side, it looks like there's a bump underneath that eye on the side, so that's all right. Now, what are we going to do? Oh, boy. So let's give this guy kind of like the Jesus hair. Just real simple to do. I remember when I first started doing wood spirits, I really stressed out about the hair. Like I could never really figure it out. But if you look how simple it actually is, I'm just going to carve down to those lines and bring it off the forehead. And take some more of that cheekbone off. Just doing corrections I think need to be made before I forget to correct them, before I start working on the hair. Now look, I'm just on those lines, I'm just carving it out. I should have really zoomed in here, sorry, but too late. There, boom. Do your cut, make it look like there's kind of chunks of strands of hair. That makes sense. And just remove the wood behind the hair, or don't remove the wood behind the hair. I don't know. Well, that's how you can make it so the hair goes all the way down past his ears. Wood spirits don't have to have ears. I remember me and Just Carve Rob got into a debate one time about ears on wood spirits. I forget what it was. It was just, we joke around lots with each other. He said wood spirits don't have ears. And so the next day I carved a wood spirit that has ears video. I says, my wood spirits have ears. And, you know, like this is just me putting my extra kind of carving fusion touch on the piece. So, buddy that gets it, when he looks at that wood spirit up top there, those like Japanese spirals that I do, it will remind him that it's Jordy from Carving Fusion's carving. You guys can come up with your own things to make your piece recognizable. Now, once again, take a break, look at your piece. I'm happy with that hair. It could have been a little bit more to the right, but that's fine. It's got more of a cowlick. I got to fix that eye, so I'm just going to make it not so square, where I carve deep into the temple. Sorry, I was trying to film and carve at the same time, I guess. Yeah, you really don't want to, if you, there, now I'm going to fix it. You really don't want square lines on your pieces. So think of S lines. Just Google S lines in art. This is kind of how I do my eyes. Normally, I just really don't even draw them on anymore. I just carve them in super quick. But the more time you spend with finer grits when you're doing your eyes, the better going to turn out. Unfortunately, that's not how it goes for me. Usually, the quicker that I carve them, because you want to have eyelids, like your top eyelids and your bottom eyelids. Normally, the quicker I carve my eyes, the better they look. And I say it on lots of my videos. I'm going to do an eye tutorial. I'm going to carve a big eye on this piece when I get back from Vancouver Island. Just one big eye. Show you guys how my mind works. Well, my eyes are definitely not the best eyes. They're definitely not the most realistic eyes, but they work. And they're not flat. So I just hollow out, I carve around those circles that I drew on there, and then I'll remove the wood away from the circle. See, I'm removing the wood down towards his cheek. Slowly let it fade out like a slow uphill from the bottom of the eyes. The better that you draw them on, like the more precise you draw them on and follow those lines, probably the more better your eyes will be. It's super hard to film how to carve eyes on YouTube, or when you're filming, I should say. That's why I'm going to carve just one big eye. I will say this, and I've said it lots on my other videos, your wooded spirits do not have to have real eyes. You can hollow them out. It's the easiest when you carve real eyes to make them look left or to make them look right. Make them look up or make them look down. The hardest eyes to do are the ones that are looking straight at you. Now that's a 3-point Chinese cutter bit. I'm doing the eyelids. Be careful, like these. I'm not saying I'm a seasoned carver, but I've been carving for quite a few years with the Dremel, and I know how to work the tools and the bits. I think if you're going to use like that cheap 3-point cutter bit from China, you got to have more experience with the tool, because those bits really chip away the wood. Now I think that's a diamond bit that I put in there, just kind of smoothing things out. I think this guy will be looking to the left. You'll see pretty soon I'll just be punching some pupils in there. Just smooth them out when you carve your eyes in, like your pupils, your eyeball itself. If it goes too deep past the top eyelid and the bottom eyelid, just slowly carve your top and eyelid bottoms, tops and bottoms down too. Give it some birds, what's it called, crow's feet or something. Keep your eyelids close to your eyeball. There I am punching in that pupil. Just quickly punching in. Sorry, like I said, eyes are the hardest to film and explain what I'm doing. So I'm going to carve like a big 3 or 4 inch eye the way I do it, smaller, but I'm going to carve it larger. And that's that. Man, look at that. It's just shaking on my table from the dust collector and all the sucking power. Here's another 3-point cutter. Just cleaning up the piece with it, giving it age lines. That works. And I will be giving it eyebrow hairs with that cutter. I separated the lip from the mustache with this cutter. Be careful using this. It is aggressive and it will chip your wood. Now my flap sander, you can get these on Amazon. Sanding mandrel. I think you get like 6 for $10, 5 for $10. Just quickly sanding it with 120 grit. That's Emery cloth sandpaper. So Emery cloth sandpaper does have the cloth backing. It lasts a lot longer than the normal paperback sandpaper. Turn your Dremels down like really low when you're using that sander, because it gives lots of friction on your Dremel. And next thing you know, if you run that at half speed or full speed, next thing you know, you will look over and your Dremel will be smoking. Yep, it sure will be. I have fried lots of rotary tools with that sander. And for the last part, don't forget to sign your pieces. I just do a J. I'll write in Jordy Johnson here. Oh, Merry Christmas, I wrote. I got writing like a 2-year-old. And this piece is already shipped. I shipped it today. It's already shipped, and it will be to the lady's husband for Christmas. So, hope you like it. So, there's another wood spirit nut by Carving Fusion. I'll say in the voiceover probably the easiest eyes are to make them look that way or look that way. I'm like I showed you guys that board. I am going to be making an eye video sometime next week. Today is my last day carving. I have to go back to work tomorrow for a few days, and right after that, I'm going to Vancouver Island. So whoever receives this, I hope you like it. If you want to make that nose stick farther off the face, just carve the eyebrows down deeper. Just carve Rob's side view. I like it. I'll have to remember what to say on the voiceover. Well, I'm not a huge fan of doing the voiceovers, but well, it is what it is, and you got to protect your lungs. A little bit of Carving Fusion up top there to let you know that it's a Carving Fusion piece. So hopefully you will get this by Christmas time, and it was very nice of your wife to want to buy you one of my carvings for Christmas, and I would like to say thank you. Anyways, I got the ladies coming over to pick up the pirate piece that I did, the pirate and anchor carving. So not for a few hours, and I'm kind of in my carving clothes, so I might as well just keep on carving more spoons because I carved like 8 spoons and they're all at the store and they're basically sold out. So maybe I'll go live and carve some spoons. Carving Fusion, over and out.